Let's get into a legacy built on deception and sin by the people in suits holding whistles and flutes. And with these type of people, there's no time for truth. They got money, prestige, riches galore, and they're against everything that we've been fighting for. And they're wanting to crush us cause they love a war. And if the media like them, they might get paid more. But these people, they tend to get carried away. And the proof is the fact that we stand here today. No matter what you said, what you done, we still won. You thought you were the people and we were the scum. We still won. You had every advantage under the sun. We still won. And this blood will run in the sons of our sons. We still won. We saw your culture of handshakes, pillars and beers as you plundered your way through those asterisk years. We heard nothing but venom ring in our ears. From the papers to airwaves, it's all engineered to send out a message so loud and so clear. You don't like our type around here, but everything isn't as it appears. Under the surface, the real profiteers can do no more hiding the reckoning's here. Swapping succulent lime now for crocodile tears. No matter what you said, what you done, we still won. You thought you were the people and we were the scum. We still won. You had every advantage under the sun. We still won. And this blood will run in the sons of our sons. We still won. Despite all the pain, and taking more than you need. Cause our history waits. No matter what you said, what you done, we still won. You thought you were the people and we were the scum. We still won. You had every advantage under the sun. We still won. And this blood will run in the sons of our sons. We still won.
Hail, hail, and welcome to the HomeBhoys live podcast here on Monday, the 19th of January. It is 20 to 8. I'm, of course, Joe McKenna, coming to you live from the leafy suburbs of North County Dublin. And we're here once again to talk about... Well, actually, we had last week off, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah. So we're here. We're back. And we're plenty to talk about. Loads of good stuff to talk about. Thank God. Then again, we'll probably get around to the moaning at some point, because that's kind of part of the show. So lots to be going on about. Joined by the usual Jason Higgins out there.
Hello.
How's things? You good?
Good, mate. Aye.
Harper, you there, mate?
Aye, man.
Dead on. And the Green and White Raider, just about on the cusp of leaving the shores and coming back like a boomerang, having spread his word, and maybe a few other things. Paul, who knows?
Aye. If you want, Joe.
Paul Larkin, how you doing, mate?
I'm very well, Joe. Thanks.
Dead on. So we're just going to get down to it now because enough of me talking pish. We'll get more of that later, I'm sure. So Hamilton 2-0 win. Finally, a win which has been good. I thought great play, good team play. Plenty of things to talk about though as well in terms of like what happened after the game. Loads of things to talk about what happened at halftime. The only person that was there was Paul. Paul, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I mean, you should have mentioned off air the atmosphere wasn't the best thing in the world, but I mean in terms of support for the team and how they played. I mean, was there a good sort of response from the crowd to how they played?
Well, I mean, I think coming off the back of a good performance at Kilmarnock, I mean Hamilton are a class above Kilmarnock, that's for sure, and well organised, some decent players there, and I thought it was a very first 60 minutes, especially Celtic were absolutely brilliant, like completely controlled the game. You could see what they were trying to do. They were trying to get people doing the flanks. It was working with Matthews. It was working with Zagiri, who I would say were our two best players on Saturday. And it was completely nullifying. I mean, clearly you had the young boy Stephen Hendry playing at left back for Hamilton, who, they're all thinking great things of, and I believe there's about 10 scouts here watching him. I mean, Matthews just absolutely roasted him. He was past him time and time again. And, obviously a fantastic goal for Matthews. And, what pleased me about it was the team, they're no losing heart by not getting an early goal. Often you would see, especially last season, I thought there would be times where if you didn't get an early goal, performance would dip a wee bit and then, start to panic and stuff like that. And but no, I thought it was a really composed performance in the backdrop of a lot of pressure on us. You know what I mean? Given the fact that Aberdeen are clearly invincible, as the media have told us, and also we've just had a break, which we got slaughtered for, even though the weather was horrendous when we were away. And if we'd dropped anything there on Saturday, the night should have been out for Celtic. There's no doubt about that. But Ronny Deila went in there, put the game plan down. Players played well. I thought Henderson was immense again. The finish for him was absolutely top notch. A real quality experience finish that. And it was good. And of course, Ronnie came out at the end and gave us the old 4-punch salute that he keeps doing. And once again was criticised for that, which I'll just never understand why. And it was good. It was a really good 3 points. And I do think the team, after a wee shaky spell in December, is starting to click back into gear.
Yeah, and we're sitting, given the draw with Aberdeen and Dundee, we're sitting 2 points behind Aberdeen with 2 games in hand. So, things are looking good. And you're right about Matthews. Matthews has been getting better every single game, I think. And do you think it's going to be tough for Lucy? You all right there, Harper?
Sorry, man. I'm just
Thanks for sharing that.
Whatever you do, don't leave the room or anything with shit like that. Right?
What am I supposed to do? I'm all hooked up with headphones.
Right. Okay.
Tell you now, see if...
should be eating tunes.
Listen, it makes a change for you and Fathead eating their dinner.
At least that's...
That can't be slandered in my direction, mate. I'm a quiet eater when I do it.
All right, anyway, what was I talking about there?
I
was talking about Lustig. Is Lustig... Will Lustig get back into the team when Matthew's playing so well? Because he is getting better and better. And I know he's been shaky for a kind of decent amount of time since he came back from injury. But I mean, he's getting better. And that goal, he does come up with those goals every so often. That's 3 now. I think he's scored altogether.
Yeah.
And
I think it was a big plus getting Denier back, him getting minutes under his belt, because he was a bit shaky at first, but then he really did come into the game. And as I say, Hamilton are a decent side. You know what I mean? They've cuffed Aberdeen down there and stuff like that. So it's an easy place to go. It's a 4G pitch as well. So I think it was a really, really good 3 points.
You mentioned Denier there, Paul, because Denier he diverted the ball onto the crossbar. Remember in the first half.
Yeah. I mean, was it no Gordon saved it?
Gordon flapped at it, and it kind of bounced, and it was going over the line, and Denier got his head to it, knocked it onto the crossbar, and then it came back out.
And then Gordon
saved it then, but it was Denier who's basically stopped it in the first place.
Aye. To me, I would say, obviously with Matthews' goal, it was potentially a goal of the season. It was phenomenal. Yeah. And no taking away from young Henderson's goal, but Matthews' goal was... And you see Ronny Deila's celebration, it was an absolute wonder goal. And when guys score goals like that, you say, why do you not do that more often? But it was a thing of beauty. I'd agree with Paul, getting Denier back, what a difference that made. Apart from that, we stramash there, and a couple of chances, sort of half chances near the end with Accies, but the game was over, for all intents and purposes over. But I thought he slotted back in for his first game back. He was brilliant, and him and Big Virgil, they're definitely a cracking defensive partnership. For how long they'll be together, I don't know. But I thought they were amazing, and I would give my man of the match to Matthews just for that goal. But he kind of changed it up front as well, with obviously playing Griffiths. I don't know, going forward, I don't know, and it was one of the ones. Beaton, I know we've spoke about him.
I want to bring it up too.
He didn't waste any balls or anything like that. But I don't know. To me, he's not given us. I don't know. I think we could have done a lot more. But it was a very, very professional performance against a good team. They don't give you a second on the ball. So I'm absolutely delighted with the result. And it's, as I say, 2 points behind. Aberdeen with 2 games in hand now, because that was a nice wee Brucey with Dundee going 3-1 up and then obviously finishing 3 each, but 2 points dropped, and this mental title race that the media has been going on about is effectively over now.
They have a title predictor on the SPFL YouTube page, and I was like, fucking title predictor? Give me a fucking break, would you?
Folk were telling me that, I didn't listen, but folk were telling me that a couple of folk on that Clyde, they've predicted that they're quite confident Aberdeen will win the league. And you're like, fucking, where are you coming for there?
You mentioned that.
Apparently, Keevan said it.
Oh, you fucking, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, but somebody said Delahunt said it as well. But they're just trying to get people to listen to their show.
Don't get me wrong, though. Do you know what? I think that's quite good, man. It makes a change for them talking everything done, like, you know what I mean?
I suppose so. No, but as I say, credit to Hamilton. They play the game the right way, but I thought we were head and shoulders above them. But for other games we've actually battered teams and we've no took our chances. That one, Commons, I don't know. Commons played. He played all right. He had a couple of. He was unlucky with a volley near the end, but I didn't think he was amazing. I didn't think he was. You know, for this player that everybody's going to be heartbroken if he leaves us. You know, it just wasn't. He wasn't amazing. I don't think he's been amazing for most of the season. He was against Kilmarnock. But for the vast majority of the season, I don't think he's been... So I want to discuss that with you. You think with him obviously throwing his boots into the crowd. I remember I was standing in the jungle and McStay threw his boots into the crowd while he was away. And he was back the following season. So I don't know. I don't know what that signals. What do you reckon, Paul Harper? What do you think?
They're just his mouldies, man. Know what I mean? He doesn't need mouldies. From the away. Know what I mean?
That's right. They 4G pitches coming up soon.
I never seen the first half. I hurt myself dancing on Friday night.
What?
And it took me 45 minutes to walk in on Saturday, so I missed the first half.
Right, what kind of dancing were you doing? Was it tango, salsa?
Dancing, for fuck's sake.
I got, oh man.
Was that about North and Slope?
The twist?
I was at my Christmas night out.
The Nutcracker? Was it the Nutcracker?
And I got pulled up to the Proclaimers because everybody outside Scotland thinks 500 miles is their national anthem.
It's not even called 500 miles.
I fucking hate that song, like. And I pulled my calf, try to put on a wee show for the people, like, I pulled my calf muscle, fuck it. I mean, like, proper pulled it, like, do you know what I mean?
I'd have paid to see that.
It looked like I was trying to fucking pogo back off the dance floor, they were all still cheering, like, I was in fucking bits. You know what I mean? But, so I was meant to watch the game in Dublin, but I woke up and I was at my mate's, I was in agony, it was only 11 o'clock, I says, look, I'm just going to the bus to Drogheda. It took me 45 minutes, Joe, to walk down the road.
Where were you?
I got off the bus, like, no 10-minute walk, and it was all icy. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I missed the first half, but so I probably missed the best of the play going by what I read, like, no. But I thought we played well. Aye, the 15 minutes, as Paul said, probably the first hour we were great. So I seen maybe 15 minutes of that, and Hamilton maybe came back into it a wee bit until we got the second goal. But I think it's something that Paul mentioned a wee while back. When we get within this team, we're a far, far better looking outfit. Do you know what I mean? The two fullbacks are playing like that. They're unstoppable, like, you know. Maybe just a wee bit disappointing, as Charlie Mulgrew touched on a few times. We maybe never had the bodies in the box that to avail of the crosses that Matthews and Nizagiri were putting in, like, no. But still, it's nice to see them see them playing like that in the wide areas. And I thought Matthews was phenomenal. Like, even just for what I've seen in the second half, Nizagiri as well. Some of the played on the left was great, like, no. So I know I've been getting painted as a pantomime villain a wee bit on this show recently, but I thoroughly enjoyed the performance what I've seen in the second half. And as you say, Hamilton are a good team, man. I think they were saying they had more clean sheets than any other team at home in the league, wasn't it? Or the keeper certainly had. So I really enjoyed the performance, and it's another small step in the right direction, I think, for in my opinion. And I totally agree. Denier makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
makes a huge difference there, and I think it affects everybody round about as well when they know they've got Denier and Van Dijk there. But I'm not a down crier, Ambrose. He is what he is. He's all right, but I think other players are better when he's on the team.
Just you mentioned Beaton there, right? And I'm with you on that one. There's something I'm not seeing. I just find him a bit late in